Hey everybody, Shay Sanford here. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. So a little story to tell you guys. My community where I live has a Facebook group, and somebody had asked for a comparison of two products in that Facebook group. And man, did it, and one product happened to be mine and the other product happened to be somebody else's, but it also started this huge conversation, I use that term lightly, it was more like a battle between these two products. And people jump on there claiming to be experts, claiming to be know-it-alls about everything, and sharing really poor information. And what's the saying? People will disagree all day long on things they don't understand. So the bigger picture for me was realizing how few people know how to actually read labels in a proper comparison. So that was the big positive of the entire experience that I had the other day. So I am going to teach you all the 4 things so that you're able to compare products on your own as somewhat of an expert. Now, when I say expert, I will share I have 10 years of pharmaceutical experience. I am pretty knowledgeable, more than the average person, on the pharmacokinetics of the body, the pharmacodynamics of the body, how things are absorbed, how our body reacts to certain things, disease states, things like that. Probably more than the average person. I also took a year-long holistic health coach certification, so I'm certified in holistic health coaching and nutrition. So, clearly not an expert among some experts, but probably more than the average person. So I'm going to share with you these 4 things. Hey, Sarah. Okay, so the first thing is making sure you're comparing apples to apples. So I've got 2 products here, actually. I'm going to show you the back, this one and this one. Both of these are made by my company. This one I would never in a million years recommend to somebody, ever. Actually just have it to use as an example. This one I recommend all day long. Okay, why do I not recommend this? There's going to be several reasons, but number 1, comparing apples to apples. Hey, Melinda, comparing apples to apples. One is a protein powder, one is a meal replacement. So you're going to get very different purposes with a protein powder. So protein powder is typically if someone is deficient and lacking in protein. And I will tell you, as a society, when food is not of the quality it typically was 50 years ago, our soil's been depleted, we're eating out more, we're eating food that's been picked 3 or 4 weeks prior to it even arriving at a restaurant or a grocery store, our food does not have the nutrients it did years ago. Most of us are not protein deficient. We're getting plenty of protein, if anything. We're nutrient deficient. So when comparing products, you do not want to compare something that is a protein shake compared to a meal replacement shake. So making sure that you're comparing similar products that have a similar purpose. Okay, number 2. This is the biggest one I see. People doing the wrong comparison. So on this product, what they'll do is they immediately go to the macronutrients and calories. So they'll say, this has 110 calories, 2 grams of fat, 5 carbohydrates, 18 grams of protein, right? And then they'll look at this one. This is 160 calories, 3 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbohydrate, and so on. They compare the macronutrients, basically, the stuff with the numbers next to it, okay? Which is fine in some cases. However, if you were to look at this product and compare this nutritional information with this, an uneducated person would automatically assume this is a better product. Why? Because, well, gosh, it's got more protein, less calories, less carbs, and there you have it, right? Wrong, wrong, wrong. That is not how you compare products, is that. Where you compare products is you skip past that and you go to where it says other ingredients. It's the other ingredients that really tell you whether a product is amazing or a product is crap. This product, and my company makes it, is crap. Why? Because when you look at the other ingredients, it has artificial flavors, it has soy and artificial sweeteners. Any product you're buying on the premise of health should not have soy, artificial flavors, or artificial sweeteners. How do you think they get the calories so low? It's because they're adding artificial sweeteners. Now, I'm not going to get into a whole thing on any of those 3 products, but soy, just know if you're out purchasing, say, any, say, shake product or meal replacement or anything like that, soy is basically a very cheap filler that food companies use because it's extremely cheap, it's genetically modified. They can give you a huge tub of something and make a big profit, and you think you're getting this amazing value, but when you're really just getting kind of basically dead food. And the problem with soy is it's so genetically modified. That's one thing. The other problem with soy is it's extremely estrogen increasing. So if you're concerned about breast cancers or any types of diseases where you don't want your estrogen levels going through the roof, you definitely want to avoid soy. So the average person would think, wow, this is a great product. It's less than all these things. But when you look at the other ingredients, it's crap. Okay, you look at the other ingredients on the back of this bag. Has adaptogens, it has phytonutrients, it has probiotics, it has digestive enzymes. What does all that mean? The number one marker for every single disease is inflammation. Whether it's migraines, indigestion, heart disease, diabetes, colitis, any of those things, IBS, it all comes down to inflammation. So you want to take foods in that reduce inflammation. The other thing is our bodies are always being exposed to stress. Stress isn't necessarily like I had a bad day. Stress, chronic stress that we're dealing with day in and day out, acute stress, maybe you're just having a really bad day in general, stress of the environment and the toxins in the environment, all of those things challenge our body. Stress from the types of food we may be putting in it that's not really nourishing our body. Adaptogens basically take stress and help your body deal with it. The other thing is probiotics. Not all probiotics are created equal. This product has Bacillus coagulans. You don't have to know what that is. But basically, when you go to the grocery store and you're buying probiotics to restore your gut health, you're buying garbage. Because most probiotics, once they hit your stomach acid, they break apart and they never reach the small intestine to regrow that good flora. And there are not digestive enzymes that are going in and breaking up all the things in your digestive system so that you're going more regularly. Now, Bacillus coagulans is one of the only probiotics naturally encapsulated to bypass the stomach acid, reach the small intestine, and actually grow the good flora so you have really good gut health. Okay? So just because a product says it has probiotics doesn't mean crap. It's the quality of probiotics that's in the product. So when you look at a product like this, it has 70 superfoods that have been used for thousands of years to help your body deal with stress, to reduce inflammation, which is why people have their blood pressure's lowered, their HbA1cs are lowered, their digestive system starts to balance out because all of those good ingredients are put in here. But if you're looking at fats, carbs, and proteins and comparing these two, the uneducated person's going to think that this is a better product. And ironically, this has artificial sweeteners in it, which kill off your gut health and make your gut health worse. So in a true comparison, this one is better. Okay, the third thing is if you can't pronounce it, it must not be good for you. That's BS, because I tell you, when you look at these other ingredients on this particular product, most people have no idea what ashwagandha is, or astragalus, or yakan root, and they think I had a person the other day literally who could not pronounce quinoa. Does that mean quinoa is bad for you because you don't know how to pronounce it? No. Use Google, Google the other ingredients, and you'll see for yourself how amazing the product is or isn't. But don't think just because you can't pronounce it or there's more than 5 that it's bad. It's very, very inaccurate. It's the quality of the ingredients that you want to look at in the other section. Okay, the fourth thing is this. Artificial flavors, and I said this on the back of this piece of crap, which again, my company sells this too, but I would never sell it to any of my clients because it's crap. Artificial flavors are put in a lot of these shakes to make them taste like amazing things that you want. So it's like awesome, fluffy, yay, it tastes like strawberry and amazing. Artificial flavors are horrible for your gut health. They are also linked to overactive brain activity. A lot of people would associate that with ADHD or ADD. When I have clients that come to me with ADHD or having a hard time concentrating, I'll tell them cut out artificial flavors for 1 month and see the difference, and then go from there. You'd be surprised, but artificial flavors should not be in something you're buying to invest in your health, period. The other thing are artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners, things like Splenda, what's the other one? Sweet and Low, things like that. Not only are they horrible for your gut health, but they actually increase your insulin levels and increase your carbohydrate cravings, which ultimately put weight on you. Hundreds of studies showing that. So here people are thinking they're doing great and getting away with the calories, when in actuality they're increasing their carbohydrate cravings and destroying their gut health with artificial sweeteners. So those should not be in any health shake. And the last one, which I already suggested, was soy, eliminating soy. So if you're truly going to make a comparison, do it like a pro. Were they, Neil? That's funny. Do it like a pro. You want to make sure you're comparing the right product with the right product, apples to apples. Number 2, making sure you're not doing just fats, carbs, and proteins. That's just like very, very basic surface and not at all what really tells the story about the product that's inside. The third thing is the myth that if you can't pronounce it or there's more than 5 ingredients, that must not be good. And number 4, making sure that any product you buy, especially if it's to invest in your health, does not have artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, and most of all, soy. Get it the frickin' out of your diet. So anyway, those are the 4 tips. I will go live later this week to tell you and teach you how you can tell the difference between a real whole food and one that's processed when it comes to vitamins and absorption and gut health. So there you go. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you want to find out what this product is, that is really badass and nothing else like it on the market, you can private message me. All right, guys, take care.